Well, if it was good enough for the Stoics, it's good enough for me. Seneca writes, there is no real doubt that it is good for one to have an appointed guardian over oneself, to have someone who you may look up to, someone whom you may regard as a witness of your thoughts. Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to go over the reasons why having a mentor is important and can be crucial in your life. The article that I'm going to be referring to, I'll post a link down in the description, was taken from the Harvard Business Review, and that essentially they found, the studies that they conducted, that they found it enhances your work-life balance. It enhances your performance and your development of your growth. So we're going to go over the top 5 things that I came across within the article to highlight today. Now, I will say here, there's probably a lot of us that have mentors without even realizing, people that we look up to in our work life or in our personal life, whatever the case may be, but the people that we do look up to and we sort of take some inspiration from. But what this is simply doing is giving it a little bit more structure and making it a little bit more organized in your life, and it's making it a lot more obvious to you that you're actually taking something from whether it's one person or more than one. So it's simply identifying specifically what you're looking to achieve by having a mentor in your whole development and your growth. Now, firstly, what the article suggests is defining your goals. And to do that, they use the acronym of SMART. You can use whatever acronym that you're accustomed to or that you're familiar with, but these goals need to be first specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time orientated or time specific. So by using the SMART acronym, you're able to clearly define your goals, which is going to be crucial to the next step. And now that we've got these SMART goals in hand, we understand exactly where we want to be or the areas of development that we want. We're now then equipped to write a job description or a profile that we're looking for in a mentor. So where the areas of development that you may feel you're lacking in the most, or that you may want to set those SMART goals for, whether it's in leadership, communication, public speaking, technology, whatever the case may be for you in terms of your priority of development or the areas that you're lacking in. And then on this note here, I'm going to suggest you might want to actually make some level of inquiry. Now, clearly this is targeted to your work environment, so it might need a conversation with a few peers to see where you need some development. People that you might admire in your workspace, whoever they may be, whereby you might want to get some feedback to see what areas you're most lacking in. So the second principle is to write a profile or job description for that mentor. And for the third rule, we want to be very specific and very clear about what we want to achieve. Now, we've already got our SMART goals and we've already applied it to a certain profile that we can then look out to seek out, but we're going to be very clear about what we want to achieve. And that's both clear to you and that mentor. So if it's someone within your work environment that you're going to seek out physically, or if it's someone you wish to meet online that you'd like to reach out to say, look, I might need some help. I don't know whether you're able to help me out in this area. Because they are out there online, people who are mentors. So someone that you're going to meet, you want to be very clear about what you want to achieve from that process. Now, for the fourth principle, in making it clear about what you want to achieve, you clearly, well, I say clearly, but I'm going to say it anyway, it needs to start off small. You have to take those baby steps for a few reasons, and that might sound obvious to a lot of people. However, I think it's important to emphasize on this area. It has to start off small to see how you gauge in that relationship with that person in your work environment, and to see where you can develop further. You have to start off small. And for the fifth rule that I've taken away, I think there's a few more online that you want to have a look at in the description, but for the fifth rule that I'm going to emphasize here, and that is having a level of accountability or some sort of review on how you're going. Whether it's with that mentor or with yourself, just going over it in notes, whether you want to keep a diary to see where you are from where you started, and in terms of those goals that you're sticking to, you haven't deviated away from, but you want to keep create structured accountability is how it's described. So by keeping structured accountability, you're able to hopefully meet those targets a lot more efficiently. So I know that was brief, but I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was useful. If it was, please give a like. It really helps me out, and consider subscribing. Until the next video, take care.